Thank you, Mr. Chair. This bill proposes changes to the Sexual Offender and Predator Acts to improve public safety in Florida, including allowing online registration of vehicle information instead of in person at the Sheriff's Office to facilitate access, clarifies registration requirements related to the timing and reporting of change of residence or status, requires that registrants notify the Department of any international travel regardless of length, establishes that transient check-in information shall be gathered in a manner prescribed by the Department rather than at each Sheriff's Office, ensures the Department is notified of a petition for relief of registration, specifies that instances of failure to report are separate offenses, and requires that sexual offenders and predators respond to address verification correspondence from county or law enforcement agencies. That is the bill.
Are there any questions of the sponsor? Appearance cards. Thank you. Jennifer Blasdell, speaking for information. You can come forward.
I'm Jennifer Blasdell, here to speak to you today on behalf of Florida Action Committee. I did get my speech out to all of you yesterday because I realized there's not enough time here at the committee meeting to address everything. But there are 3 items that we would like to address that have concerns. Senator Bradley, thanks for taking the time to introduce this bill and providing clarification on some items in Statute 775-21. Lines 162 to 166, they talk about any part of a calendar day. Florida Action Committee has brought this up several times in the previous legislative sessions. We'd love to discuss and work on defining that any part of a calendar day. It causes a lot of issues in terms of aggregate days and things like that about reporting. Lines 1034 and line 1601, they talk about each instance of a failure to register or report changes. That's probably the biggest one in this bill that we asked to be removed, simply because I'm going to give you a quick example. So,
thank you.
If a wife,
We're at the minute. You can finish your thought. I want to hear from you, but
okay,
just
thank
let
you.
you know.
If a wife had to go in and change her license plate, a wife married to somebody that's on the registry, and they had to go in and change out their license plate, and they did it on their own because they're an independent woman, and they don't need their husband to do that for them, but she didn't know that he needed to change that number when he went in to register, okay, on her license plate, because he has to register her car as well. And so a year later, when they came and ran a compliance check for him, it is already a year later, and they come after business hours and arrest him and don't give him any opportunity to make the correction first thing the next morning. Then if this proposed change were to go into effect, if he had registered 3 or 4 times during that year, he would have a violation, a 3rd-degree felony violation with charges or imprisonment up to 5 years for each charge for each time he went in to register and failed to register that change, okay? So
Thank you, Ms. Blasdell. I appreciate it.
thank you so much for your time.
Bobby Smith of Florida Department of Law Enforcement Waives and Support, and Jennifer Cook-Pritt of Florida Police Chiefs Association Waives and Support. Is there any debate? Senator Bradley, you recognize closing the bill.
I'd appreciate your favorable support.
Sue, please call the roll on SB 1230.
Senator Rongolia? Yes. Senator Perry? Yes. Senator Pizzo? Yes. Senator Polsky? Senator Powell? Yes. Senator Yarborough? Yes. Senator Bradley?
Yes.
Chair Martin?
Yes. By your vote, SB 1230 is reported favorably. Tab 4. We're going to take up tab 4. Senator DeSigley, you are recognized. There is also a late filed delete all.